Neal Cash with NPC News Online. We're here at the 2022 Mr. Olympia with Miss Olympia, excuse me, three-time Miss Olympia, Andrea Shaw. Andrea, how you feeling?
Like I am living my dream, and it's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, it's. Someone just asked me, does it get boring? No.
Winning never gets boring.
Never. Are you crazy? No way. It gets more and more exciting every year.
All right, so you burst on the scene like a reckless abandonment, right? Like, so the last few years you've been running the game, right? Like, so how is it this year? You look even better than last year. Last year you look better than the previous year. How are you improving at this rate?
I think I'm always looking for what my to-do list is. I feel like when you're a competitor and you want to keep getting better, that's how you avoid it from getting boring, right? The one thing that any champion should never want to be is lackadaisical, right? Never get into your chill mode, because as soon as you start chilling and coasting is the moment where you're gonna have a slip up. So just finding ways to keep your foot on your own neck, as my opposing coach, Miss Six-Time Figure Olympia, like
See it.
That's right. And again, surrounding yourself with people of like mind. You know, since I've been working with Sydney, her and my training coach, IFBB Pro John Simmons, we always come to the drawing board with, right after the show, we're working out, right? Then tomorrow morning we'll be working out. This is our usual, and we just start talking. We're like, okay, what's the game plan? What do we want to work on? And when do we want to start? Because again, we need to have a goal to continue to push us forward, and then we rally around that goal. And then when you got your team supporting you and everybody's doing their part, it becomes exciting. You build momentum, and that's how you just keep getting better and better. And I thank God for my team, because they keep me grounded and they keep me moving forward.
So basically, don't get complacent.
That's right.
And make sure you're surrounded by good people.
That's it. The recipe is simple. It's simple.
And yeah, that's a wise words. Y'all better listen. This is a champion talking.
And you know what? It can be very tempting to think that it's okay to be complacent. It's like, oh, I'm winning, right? I've got a great physique. All I got to do is just what I've always done, right? And part of that is true. But the other part of that is you still need to be finding other ways to do things better.
Because there's always somebody trying to get you.
And you never know who's coming. Because this year we had four or five new girls come to the stage. And again, you never know. I was that girl that people were sleeping on, right? It was like, oh no, she's not a competitor or a contender. Yeah, and I got to work, right?
And now you ain't gonna let them catch you slipping.
Right, that's it. That's the last piece of the sauce. Never sleep on what you could be doing, because that could be that extra little bit of edge that will secure your win.
So what's next for the champ? You've been collecting cars the last 2 years. We're gonna start a dealership. You collecting cars, you collecting checks. What's next?
Well, on the horizon we have, because I'm expanding now my opportunities. I've signed with Mutant, which is an amazing company. Oh, I love Mutant. Shout out to Jim. I love you, guy. And again, they're my family. So once I've gotten a chance to work with them over these past 12 months, it's a collaborative effort of now, again, they're my team. I'm adding them to my team and my family of people that, what can we do to help continue to grow our businesses, right? And now I'm a business owner in the fact that I'm promoting a show in 2024. So yes, the Triple O Dynasty is something that I have collaborated with Sid Gillen and Whitney on for our first endeavor for a Pro-Am show. So it's going to be...
Where's it going to be at?
It's going to be in Arizona, just outside of Phoenix. So yeah, so stay tuned. Again, now this organization is so wonderful because you can find ways to grow as not just a competitor, but as a business owner and entrepreneur. So these are the things now that, I'm starting to look at. How can I grow myself business-wise and still compete? Because everyone has a certain amount of time that they're going to be on stage, right? But then how much more can I give back to the sport? And that becomes something very near and dear to my heart. And judging, Jim Mannion has said on camera that when I retire, he's giving me a spot at the judges table. But again, I love it because it's what I'm passionate about. So yeah, I'm going to find more ways to continue to give back to the sport.
You are a true ambassador of the sport.
Thank you.
You really are.
I love it.
Doesn't get no better than this one.
I love it. Truly. And I ask myself, if there was no check, if there was no car, would I still do it? Absolutely. I think when you know that, you know it's your passion then.
Yeah. You do it for the love of the sport.
That's it.
Ain't nothing wrong with collecting checks, too.
But there's nothing wrong with collecting checks and cars. Let me tell you. And it's wonderful riding down the street knowing I got a car free and clear, praise God. And I'm looking good in style because Jake Wood and the Wings team, they take good care of us. So, that's a blessing in itself. And it's an honor to be able to represent my division and the sport for them and the IFBB and the NPC.
Well, you've definitely brought women's bodybuilding back.
Thank you. And we're going to make it better. We're going to keep growing.
I hear you.
Yes, that's my endeavor.
Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Oh yeah, absolutely. My team, my coaches, IFBB Pro John Simmons, Sid Gillen, love you guys. Damien over at the Pros, thank you so much for all of your wisdom, opening your doors, and...
Wait, hold on real quick. Damien don't do nothing but win.
Yes, can you tell his track record?
His track record. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Damien is the GOAT.
He is, and he's never on camera. So
no, he is behind the scenes.
He is always behind the scenes.
But he always got some bougie clothes on.
Always. He stays in the drip. Always. I had to call you out, D. Sorry, I love you. But my team that I've assembled, they have been absolutely instrumental in helping me. My suit designer, Suits by Emmy, Hawaii Bikini Lab, they made sure I was good to go with all my guest posings. And those ladies are awesome. So Trish and Chris, I love Chris. I love you guys. And yeah, my mom was my cardio buddy many days.
Mom was getting on the cardio.
Getting on the action. She helped me do some grocery shopping when the days of grocery shopping were not looking good. And I'm like, I can't deal with the people right now. So yeah, huge thank you to them and all of my Michigan family, the people who see me in and out of the gym, in the trenches, when you're just kind of getting along and you're like having those rough days. Those people back at Powerhouse, Anytime Fitness, Mind and Muscle, Gold's Gym in Detroit, I absolutely love you guys. Thank you so much for being there. And my fans, again, without the fans' support, there's no sport to really, there's no sporting event. We can be on stage, but they have to come and support. So thank you guys. I'm living my dream, thanks because of you guys.
Any last message for them?
Let's do it again.
All right, well, this is Neal Cash with the 3-time Miss Olympia. This is Miss Olympia, folks. Yes. Andrea Shaw, NPC News, we out.